Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently 10:24 p.m. on this very cold Tuesday evening going into Wednesday morning. It is 41 degrees outside. Can you even believe it? It's so chilly outside. And I have on my new North Face coat that I got. But, and I have a t-shirt and black jeans on. My new jeans came today from, I had them like speed delivered, like 2-day FedEx or something. I got my jeans, they were all 40% off, so I was like, well, I can spend the money to have them like sent here quickly so I have them by the weekend. So they did, they got here today. And my UGG coat that I bought for winter, because I wanted a winter coat that was comfortable, came today. And it's like it's kind of too thick, too big to wear like in the fall. But, I mean, unless it was really cold outside. But it's like perfect for the winter. It's like perfect. It's like thick and kind of like this fleecy kind of material. It's really nice. And it's like big enough that I can like wear a sweater underneath it and stuff. So that came today too in the mail. But I also wore my black Birkenstock sandals tonight because I just wanted to be comfortable. And we were standing outside after the meeting talking to our friends, and it was very, very cold. My feet were freezing outside. So, how are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys having a good night? My stomach is hurting a little bit. I think it's because I haven't had tons of coffee today, but I have just a little bit of this left from Dunkin' Donuts. And then, we just stopped at the gas station on the way home, and I actually got a bottle of water because I knew I wasn't gonna go home. And I totally forgot that I had, well, it doesn't have that much water in it. I had this on the side over here. So I bought a bottle of water while I was at the gas station. I don't know if I can reach it. Oh yeah, I can reach it. Tony got a fountain pop, and her friend did not get out of the car. She stayed in the car. It was funny because like I was checking out the guy at the gas station. It's like this little like mom and pop gas station that's like by the reservoir, and you know, like mom and pop gas station, food mart / bait shop kind of thing, you know. But they had like, I mean, the place was basically like a head shop at the front. If you don't know what a head shop it is, it's where they sell like, you know, all kinds of stuff for using substances. And at the front there was just like all this stuff, you know, like all different things to do with using substances. And this guy, like, Tanya was like, she got a bag of chips and this fountain pop, and so I was like, well, I'll just get it for you because I'm just getting this bottle of water. And so I was getting it, and she was like talking, and he was like, we also have these gummy things, and he was like trying to sell me these gummies, and I was like, no, I'm good. And then like 15 seconds later, he said something else about something else that they sell, which is like legal. I'm like, no, I'm good. I was kind of surprised Tanya didn't bust out and tell him that we were sober, because she usually does. She's usually like, well, we're sober, we haven't we just went to a meeting tonight. She usually always says that kind of stuff. But the last time, like the gas station that we go to on a regular basis where we like know the guy, he said something to us the last time about, well, sometimes I'm kind of like surprised by like the prices of alcohol, like especially in the gas station. Like I don't remember, other than like really like cheap like Mad Dog and stuff like that, being in gas stations when I was drinking. So now they're going to go into a gas station like a Get Go, which is where we go usually, and which I think used to be Thornton's, but now it's Get Go. I don't know. The Thornton's by me is still Thornton's, I think. But anyway, but you know, they have like all this wine, and they have liquor that they sell in there, and lime-a-ritas and margaritas in a can, and strawberry ritas in a can, and all this kind of stuff. It kind of is like unreal to me. And so they always have this wine out there, like when Tanya and I are like leaving, and it's like, pick any 2 bottles, $3.99. And I'm like, what is going on here with this beanbag thing? Hold on a second. It's like, pick any 2 bottles, $3.99. And I'm always like, Tanya, we could get so drunk on those. Back in the day, oh my God, if I could have had 2 bottles of wine for $3.99 back in the day, my Lord. But anyway, so I said something jokingly to her, and he heard it, and he said, yeah, like, that's a real good way for you guys to get drunk or something like that. And Tanya was like, he always is telling us shark stories. He's a really nice guy. So anyway, Tanya's like, we've been sober for over 25 years. And he was like, really? And she's like, yeah. She was like, we're really active in a 12-step program, and we don't drink or use any substances. And he was like, so she was like, in case you ever want to go. I don't know. He was like, okay. She was like, I'm just saying. She's like, you know. She's so funny. But anyway, now what did he say to her? He said something about, oh, this was where the detour was today. I didn't want to come this way. 1 lane road ahead. He said something to her about, like, he was going to try him at one time or something like that. And she's like, well, you're more than welcome anytime. Anytime, you're more than welcome. Something like that. I don't know. So anyway, got up today, went and got my hair cut. Let me tell you the story about my hair. Are you ready? Okay. So, where I get my hair cut, like, there's, like, upstairs, like, is where they do, like, color and cut and stuff like that. And downstairs is, like, the men's specialist area. So, my stylist, like, she's in, like, the basement part of it, which is, like, it's right on, like, this, like, nature trail. It's really cool how they have it set up. So anyway, so she cuts my hair. Well, she's got, like, somebody on the left of her, and then she's got 3 people to the right of her, but they're never there on the same day, so it's usually just her and this other girl that I know. So my stylist was, like, cutting my hair, and, I mean, I've gone to her forever. We joke around and stuff, and she knows Alex. And so this guy comes in. Well, she said to me before he came in, she was like, we were trying to figure out how we know this guy's name on our book, and all we could both remember was that he's really good looking. And I said, so you don't know what he looks like? And she's like, no, I guess we'll find out when he gets here. And so, like, he showed up, and he was so good looking. He was, like, probably late 20s, 30s, something like that. And he was, like, construction worker looking, just built. Like, not, like, built, like, bodybuilder built, but, like, dad bod kind of, like, built butt that just was, like, totally like my husband has a butt, you know? And he had construction worker boots on, and he had on, like, just regular jeans. And he's like, yeah, he's like, his hair was, like, really grown out. And he was like, he goes, I've been just buzzing my hair back myself. He was like, but my girlfriend wanted me to come in and get it faded and have something else and whatever. And so the whole time he's, like, talking, I'm like, we're, like, both, like, kind of, like, side-eyeing, looking at him in the mirror, you know? So anyway, she starts cutting his hair, starts trimming it and, like, fading it up and stuff. And I usually don't get my hair cut that short and whatever, you know? And I looked at my stylist and I said, I love his hair. And she's like, it's cute, isn't it? And I said, yeah, she's doing a great job on it. Because, like, they're fantastic. And she goes, well, you could have the same thing. You used to have your hair that short. And I was like, I used to have my hair that short when I was thin. And she was like, why do you care? She was like, it still looked good on you. And at that point, she had been, like, cutting my hair for, like, 5 minutes with, like, she does, like, scissor over comb. And I was like, do it. And she was like, seriously? I was like, what do you think? And she was like, I'll do it. She's like, I'd be more than happy to do it. I think you'd like it. And she was like, but are you sure it's going to be, like, that's really, what he has is really short. And I was like, do it. So she took out the trimmers and she started just, like, trimming up the side. And I have to say, like, I really like it. I think it looks really nice. And I found a new product that I really like, and it's kind of this stuff, like this grit that you put into your hair, and then you just, I used to use a different brand of it back in the day. Gauge had a brand, the brand Gauge that I really like, which I can't find anywhere how to buy it online. They used to have a form of it that you could, like, it would make your, like, the paste, like, really thick, but I never just, like, put it on my head. She just put it right on my head, and, like, it really worked well. So that was my morning. I got my hair cut, and then I went and I got my Dunkin' Donuts. So basically, I've been drinking this cup of coffee, since about, I guess this is the only cup. Oh, no. I had a cup of coffee at the meeting, too, because everybody was drinking coffee, and I was like, I want a hot cup of coffee at the meeting. So, I got I got this at Dunkin' Donuts this morning after my appointment. And then I went and did a review at Popeye's Chicken because I wanted to review Megan Thee Stallion's hottie sauce. So I got that there. I didn't get a chicken sandwich. I tried it on a fry. And that was okay. I wonder if it was the coffee at the meeting, because it was right after the meeting that my stomach started kind of hurting. No, it was good. The hottie sauce was really good. It wasn't just okay. I was like in my head thinking. And in fact, I told Alex, I said, this is so good. I'm wondering if they're going to start selling it like in the store, because I would buy it. Like, it's that good, that hot sauce. It's unbelievably good. It's like really sugary, and it kind of tastes like a mix between... Tanya always messes with my climate stuff in my car, and so then when I have it synced, okay, and like right now it's not synced because she has it on 79, so I synced it back, and mine was on 72, and then she took it off my windshield. That must have been when I was like, because she left the gas station before I did, because I was still paying for stuff, so she must have changed it when she like got back out here in the car. She knows that drives me crazy. Me having to be in control of how my car is all set. What was I saying? Oh shoot, I wanted to go that way. Well, I can turn down here. Well, I'll just go down this road. So anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. I was thinking about Taylor's Bakery the other night, because I thought, well, maybe I'll go into Taylor's Bakery and get a bunch of cookies to take over to Melissa's. Now my sponsor doesn't even know if she's going to have this party. This is like this big thing, because we were talking about it tonight with our friend, because our friend and her husband are supposed to go. Tanya and I are supposed to go. A couple of other people are supposed to go. But our sponsor's not sure if she's having the party, so she really hasn't even said she's having a party yet. But she did say it to us. So we like all were getting excited about it. Oh, I didn't even read the comments yet to see like what my costume should be. If you guys told me what about a costume. I think somebody hit a skunk back there or something, because I can smell it in the air. Anyway, I mean, when do you see a skunk in Indiana anymore, though? I haven't seen a skunk in forever. What was I gonna say? So yeah, I did that, and then I downloaded a bunch of music, and so I've been listening to the music that I downloaded. I downloaded a couple Billie Eilish songs, and that like I always wanted to download, and I always forgot. No, I downloaded one Billie Eilish song. That song, it was like a different version though, I think. I don't know. Bad Guy. I think I already had it in my iTunes, but I downloaded Bad Guy. And then I downloaded the new Rufus Du Sol album that came out. I don't know what I think of it. Alex loves the whole thing. I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was repetitive. I thought there were a couple songs I really liked on there, but the majority of it was pretty repetitive. And then I pre-ordered the Adele album, because I really like the new song that she has out. And so I'm like, I'm just going to buy the whole album and listen to it when it comes out. It's like $9 for an entire album on iTunes. I know everybody's like, you should do Spotify, you should do Spotify. I like iTunes. I just like having the songs. I don't know. Anyway, so I was listening to music today, and then did the review. What else did I do? Oh, I went to Costco to look for some stuff to review, because somebody had shown me this Costco advent calendar of teas, and I went there to go try to find it, and I couldn't find it. But I ended up buying a blanket. You guys know that blanket that I bought, for those of you that watch my Peter Does Stuff channel. I actually did do the video talking about Tucker today on that channel, which was hard to do. But you know the blanket that I bought for my front porch? Well, when I originally bought it, they didn't have it in a king size. They just had it in twin. So I bought it in a twin just to like use as a throw in the living room. And then I'm gonna go forward on this. And then I bought, so I just folded it over and put it on the chair on our front porch, and it looks really nice like that. Hold on a second. But today when I was there, it's called, the brand is Pendleton, and I think they're the ones that make the coats. So when I was there today, they had several different patterns or, you know, like prints, but then they were still in that fleecy blanket material, and they had it in king size. And so I bought this one, and it looks kind of very much like southwestern sunset kind of colors. It's like orange and red and then navy blue, and I just got it as like a big blanket for our bed, and it's king size, and I thought the dogs would like it too because it's real soft. So I got that, and then I bought something to review in my review channel, but I think I'm gonna try to pre-film some videos for this weekend. We might go, well, anyway, so I bought something to pre-film for this weekend, and then I bought 2 of them, because one of them I'm gonna give to Melissa as a Halloween present. But I think on Saturday is the Irvington Halloween Festival, and it's supposedly like the oldest Halloween festival in the United States. And Melissa has a booth there for her dog stuff that she does, like that she volunteers for and does rescue stuff for. And so Alex was like, I was kind of surprised. He was like, I really want to go to that. And I said, I want to go to that too. And it's like from 10 to 5. So we might do that, but just not stay the whole day. But we might do that on Saturday. So I was going to try to pre-film some videos on Thursday and Friday so that I would have the videos like ready to go on Saturday and Sunday, because I don't want to go the whole weekend without filming any videos, you know. Tomorrow, Tanya and I are doing we're supposed to do a video about the Real Housewives. That'll be fun. So yeah, so I don't know, maybe I do an opinions video or something this weekend and pre-film that. And then, I don't know, something else. I'll figure something out. Or maybe just take the day off, you know, one of the days or both days or something, you know. Ideally, if Alex and I got up early, we could go to the Halloween festival and get there by like 11 and stay till like 1, and that would be perfect, because then I could come home, film a video or 2, and then take a nap. If I had a couple of my other videos filmed, because I like to, if I pre-film videos, I like to do them on all my channels, you know. If I had a couple videos filmed, then just do like a drama channel on Saturday and a drama channel video on Sunday. Sunday is my favorite day of the year. Halloween is my absolute favorite day of the year. I love Halloween. So yeah, so that's this weekend. I'm really excited about that. So anyway, I did that, and then I came home, and then I was so like, I didn't sleep very well last night. The dogs kept on moving throughout the night, and I couldn't fall asleep, and I just was like, I was up, I was like in my head all night long. And so finally I fell asleep, but it was super late, and I had to get up early today for this hair appointment. I had to get up, well, early for me. I had to get up at like 9:45, and I was so exhausted when I got up. And then I kind of woke up right away, and then so I got home and I filmed videos on my other channels. I also did a booktube video today, driving around, a book vlog talking about the books I've been reading. And then I did a Peterisms video when I got home, the Peter Does Stuff video. And then when Alex got home, he brought Chipotle home, and he was like he wanted to watch TV in the living room and stuff, and I already had my stuff put away. I wasn't going to film a drama video. There really wasn't anything going on. And so at the last minute, I wanted to film something, and just like I wanted to say happy birthday in a video to this Andrew TMI. He's another YouTuber, and I wanted to announce that I was doing the video with Tanya tomorrow, so people could go over to the Instagram and leave opinions over there that we can talk about. And so I just made this video up over there about Keemstar leaving Drama Alert and retiring from YouTube. So I sat in my car. I actually had a lot of fun doing it, because I brought like all the props out here. I brought like Sally and the drama phone. It was really fun. Those are the kind of videos that I have the most fun doing, than just like spur of the moment videos. So I got that up, and then I started getting ready, and then I went to go pick up Tanya, and I was on time today. Imagine that. Yay! Like right on time. And I got everything up, Oh, I didn't get my Peterisms video up today. Well, I'll post it tomorrow. That was the only thing. I think it was a long Peterisms video too. No, maybe it was like 12 minutes or something. But I got that done, so I'll put that up tomorrow. That was a good day. Then Alex ate his Chipotle and he was watching Grey's Anatomy. And he had a real good day too. I can feel it in my eyes that I didn't get very much sleep last night. Last night I finished that book that I was talking about, which was called The Shadows by Alex North. It was so good, you guys. I mean, it was really, really good. And then I started this new one by, it's called Unspeakable Things. It's kind of really weird. It's about this girl in the 80s. And she's like 13, and it's so funny, like the pop cultural references. Like, she has an older sister that's 15, and she talks about the movie Little Darlings. Do you guys remember that movie with Christy McNichol back in the day? Do you guys remember what it, like, Christy McNichol was such a big deal back in the day. I mean, I loved her feathered hair and everything. And so she talks about Christy McNichol and Little Darlings, and which that movie was like, I can remember when I was like that age that came out. Like, I was like maybe a year or two younger than, you know, and it was like, wasn't the movie where they went to the camp and it was like, ooh, like nobody was supposed to watch that movie, Little Darlings. I don't think I've only seen like bits and pieces of it probably to this day. Who was the other girl that was in it? Why can't I think of her name? It was somebody famous's sister. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can see her face. They both had kind of the same haircut. But that movie was like a big deal. So anyway, she has all these like, talks about a trapper keeper that she got at a garage sale, and her parents are real like artsy and bohemian and different. It's just, it's kind of a scary concept for a book though. I don't know what I think yet, whether or not to recommend it. But I will tell you what's interesting is that the book was also in a list of like, when I put in scariest books or something, it came right up. Like it showed it like on the, it was like for sale, you know, but it showed it like right up on the thing. And so I was looking at that. I mean, I already had it downloaded on Audible, but I was looking at the author, her profile last night. And before she wrote this and another scary book, well, I'll tell you how I found out about this book originally, but before she wrote these books, like starting in 2003, she wrote a cozy mystery series. I mean, it's like the whole world is closing in on me with cozy mysteries. I was like, this is unreal. And she's got like 15 books in this series. So I think I'm going to go in, if I like this book, I think I'm going to listen to the first one in that cozy mystery series and see what I think about it. But anyway, the way that I found her was, it was like this summer and I was really missing Stranger Things. I was wanting Stranger Things season 4 or whatever season we're on now to come out. And so I had seen at the store a couple of the books that are like the Stranger Things books, but I didn't really have any desire to read those because they're just like based on the TV show, I think. So I looked up like books similar to Stranger Things, and this was one of the books that came up. There was like 3 books that I downloaded at that time. What is that? The Youngest Evangelist. November 19th. The Youngest Evangelist ever. I don't know who that is, but you can go see him here November 19th. There was this movie that I saw way back in the day with Rosanna Arquette, and it was called like Black Rainbow or something like that, and it was about, she played a psychic medium that did like healings and readings at like church revivals. But it was like a scam, but then it wasn't a scam. Did anybody ever see that movie? It was so good. It was so creepy, I remember it. I might have to buy that movie so I can watch it. You know how I am with buying those movies. I'm going to pull in somewhere and see if I can find it on iTunes, and if they have it, I'm going to buy it, because I really liked that movie. It's funny, like the movies I think about that I love, like The Grifters. I loved the movie The Grifters back in the day. I don't know what just made me think of that movie. I might have to buy that movie too if it's not too expensive. I bought Halloween 2018 because I wanted to watch it before it came out. And then I realized that I had it for free, like on Cape. Like one day, the next day I put Halloween like that, and it came up, and I was like, oh, we don't have that for free, do we? And sure enough, we had it for free to watch, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I did not. So now I own that Halloween 2018 movie, which is fine. Like, it's not a bad movie to own, but I was like, this is so silly. I don't know where I got started buying movies on the iTunes, but I did. I was going to buy The Big Chill, wasn't I? The last time I mentioned it and I talked about it, it was funny because somebody commented and they said, oh my God, I just got done watching The Big Chill right before you were talking about this. Twinsies, we're connected. Twins. I have this song stuck in my head, okay? It's this Whitney Houston song. And I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's called Do You Ever Know? But the beginning of it goes, Akon and Whitney. And I have that stuck in my head. Maybe not as beautifully sung as I just sung it, but do you guys know what song I'm talking about? Well, it's whatever song she did with Akon, because I have that. It's that beginning part where it says Akon and Whitney. That part is the part that I have going over and over and over again and on repeat in my head, and it's driving me nuts. So yeah, I got a lot accomplished today. I was kind of surprised. Which is another reason why, like, this weekend, I think I just kind of like to lay low and not like do a whole lot, But then, like, if I'm just sitting there and I'm not doing anything and I'm just, like, watching, like, Alex has a TV show that he's watching, I'm just kind of sitting there, I'm like, I could be filming a video, like, or I could be doing this, or I could be doing that. Like, I always think that, right? Like, it's funny, though, like, in talking about, like, doing the drama stuff, because I was watching Keemstar's video today. So Keemstar, the host of Drama Alert, announced that he is going to retire in March, I think March 8th, after 14 years of doing YouTube, right? And he has, like, a drama commentary channel. And he said in his video that it's, like, he's on, like, basically on call 24 hours a day, because if something pops off, he has to, like, get on video and film it, like, that moment. And, it's interesting because Hannah Smoky Glow, in her video that she was talking about recently, where she took a break from YouTube, she was talking about, like, I'm just paraphrasing, I don't remember exactly how she said it, but she was talking about, because it struck such a chord with me. I think, like, I don't know, like, I think if you're a drama commentary channel or drama channel, I think she doesn't consider herself one, but she does a lot of commentary on different subjects, and I like Hannah, I like her videos. I think there's something you go through at some point, like, so she said in her video something to the effect of, like, she'd be at, like, a family thing, right? And then all of a sudden, like, Trisha Paytas, I'm just making this up, but something would happen and pop off, and that she would, like, go in a corner just so she could watch the video or listen to what somebody was saying, right? And that, to some degree, like, the social media stuff was kind of, like, ruling her life a little bit. And it was so interesting, like, hearing her talk about it, and then Keemstar saying, I've been on call for 14 years because if something happens, like, I have to, like, go, like, sit down and film a video right away. And you know what's so crazy about that is? That I used to be like that, and I know a lot of people that used to be like that aren't anymore, and I didn't get burnt out on that. I just realized I'm not, like, nobody cares that bad that it can't wait till the next day. You know what I mean? That I have to sacrifice. I mean, we used to stop movies. I'd be like, I have to get this video up right now. Now, sure, like, you're probably not going to get as many views as the person that gets it up within 5 minutes, but, like, I don't care about that anymore, you know? I love to make videos. I don't want to lose the passion that I have for making videos because I start seeing it be this thing where it's like, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, you know? Sometimes stuff will happen now where people will text me and they'll be like, did you see that? Using Trisha again as an example, did you see Trisha's going off on Twitter? And I'm just like, okay, I'll look at it tomorrow. And then the other thing, I like for a while, I'd be like, no, I do have to go look because I have to have all the receipts and whatever. It stopped. But then I kind of got to this point where I was like, if I don't have them, somebody will give them to me, or they'll be online somewhere that I can find them the next day. Like, I don't have to, if they like are deleted or whatever, you know? I just don't, what does that car have written on it over there? They have something written on it. It's almost like you can only see it if it's like the light is shining on it. But anyway, but I did go through that. And, you know, it was almost kind of like an adrenaline for a while, you know? It was almost kind of like I watched that stuff so closely. I watched, you know, like, I've never been super active on Twitter, but I would be like watching Twitter, you know, like all the time. And this is the other thing, like, in talking to like other channels that, like, they're always surprised that like I don't have my notifications on for people, like on their social media stuff. I don't. I'll go and look several times a day, but I don't have notifications. Usually people tell me if there's something going on, they'll DM me or, you know, whatever, or send me an email. But I don't have my notifications on for anybody. I don't have my notifications on for my husband or anybody. You know what I mean? I just don't. And that really, like, you know, maybe the night that I was talking about like burnout and stuff like that, maybe that's where I think some people, like, I took a step back because I was like, I have such an amazing life, you know, like, I am so appreciative that I get to get up every single day and do something that I love to do, and that I can call that a career and, you know, pay my bills with that and all this kind of stuff. And that on top of that, like, I get to be creative and come up with different things and whatever, you know. It was funny. Well, anyway, let me finish that thought first. I'm so bad about, you know, going from thought to thought to thought. That I think at some point what happened was, like, I mean, for a while, like when like Dramageddon and stuff like that, like I just kept my ring light up 24 hours a day in the corner, you know, in the room, and just like if something happened, I'd pull it out. And I just thought, you know, after like the last stuff, I just thought, I want to sit down, like today, I had such a fun time filming that video, and I always do, but like today it was so spur of the moment and different. Like when I make my videos on the front porch, I always have a fun time doing that. I don't know why being on the front porch is so so different. Hold on, I want to see what this car says on the side of it. Oh, that's the wrong car. I was like, I didn't think it was this Mercedes, and then I pulled up and I'm like, well, it's not a Mercedes. But, so I don't know what this car is next to me. But anyway, I think that's what has allowed me to retain my love over such a long period of time, posting so much on so many different channels, because I get up and you know, if I don't feel like doing a booktube video, I don't do a booktube video. If I don't have anything to talk about, you know, if I don't have a drama video to do today, I wasn't gonna do one. And then at the last second, I was just like kind of sitting there, and I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and I was like, had a half an hour till I had to start getting ready, and I thought, I'm just gonna go out to my car and film something over this, you know. I just wanted to kind of talk. Hell, I just get in a drama video and talk for half an hour if anybody would watch, you know, because I have such a fun time doing it, which is why I like doing the rant videos. But I think that that's what happened, is like I've always kept it being fun, you know, like Keemstar said in his video that like it stopped being fun because there's no drama, there's no arguing between people and stuff like that. That was never, the arguing was never what was fun for me to begin with. It's why I don't engage in it. I don't engage in it, you know. I don't come for people, and you know, I just don't, like, that's not fun for me. Hey, if that's your thing, do your thing, but I just don't enjoy that, you know. The emotional roller coaster that goes along with it for me is just not worth it. But hey, like I said, if that's your thing, do you. What's always been fun for me is just sitting down and having a conversation. Hell, I was talking about this in my Peterisms video today. But, you know, back in the day when I was like 18, 19, in my early 20s, like I loved, well, my friends in high school even, you know, I love to sit around till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and have like all these conversations about whatever, you know, talk about whatever. And I still like to do that. And so sitting down and filming a video is kind of like that for me, even though I'm just talking to a camera. And then I get to hear everybody's comments and see what they think about it, you know? And so it's really fun for me. I really enjoy it. And I think that's the thing, like, I think at some point for a lot of YouTubers, because they do have the opportunity to make it a job at some point, for a lot of people that make it, you know, that they're like, okay, now it's a job for me, and something switches in their head, and then they're no longer doing it for fun, they're doing it because it's their job, and then they start taking themselves too serious, like, this is my job. It is your job, but you also make YouTube videos. Like, it's not that deep. Like, let's just be for real. It's not, I mean, I love what I do, but it's not that deep, okay? It's not like, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a teacher, you know what I mean? Like, I'm making YouTube videos, and so I don't ever want to take myself too seriously, and I don't want to ever fall out of love with what I'm doing, you know? And I guess if the day comes where I just don't love it anymore, I won't do videos anymore. I will say this, though, that like on days when stuff is going on with me, or I'm like really struggling and I want to put out a video anyway because something's going on, or I told myself I was going to do these videos or whatever, like, it reads on camera. Like, those, like, when I'm struggling with stuff, like, it reads on camera, you know? And so I think that's what happens to people over time, is that they stop having fun with what they're doing and it starts reading on camera. It almost seems like they feel like they're forced to make a video, or don't make a video if you don't want to make a video, you know what I mean? And then they're like, yeah, but I have to make money, I have to pay the bills. And it's like, well, okay, well, figure out a different way to do it then, I guess, or, you know, do something different if you don't like it. Like, maybe there's something, and I do think that's why a lot of YouTubers have left and gone and just got regular, normal jobs that maybe pay a tenth of what they were making before and are happier, because at some point it wasn't fun for them anymore, you know? It's like that cartoon thing that Michelle, why can't I think of her last name? You know, the beauty influencer. She was like one of the very first beauty influencers ever. Why can't I think of her last name? Anyway, she did that cartoon video about why she left YouTube, and it was like, she was doing YouTube, she loved doing YouTube, blah, 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 whatever, then she was making good money, and then she was able to provide for her family, and then she was able to do what she wanted to do, but then it started becoming about the business aspect, and all these people wanting her to do business stuff, and then she lost having fun with it, and so she just walked away. Like, I think she's back now making videos, but not on that level, and she has like a makeup brand and stuff like that, or a beauty brand. But I think that's what happens to a lot of people. I hope it never happens to me. I love doing this, you know? Oh, I know what I was gonna say earlier, is that I'm watching Jaclyn Hill's weight loss journey things, and I really like them. And she was talking on there about, it's so funny to me when I hear like influencers talk about like structure and there's this rigid, because I make a list every day. Like, I have a typed list now. I type it up the night before and print it out. But it doesn't just have my YouTube stuff on there. Like, it has, that's at the top, my YouTube videos. Like, it has like vlog, drama, Peterisms, Peter reviews stuff, Peter does stuff, and then booktube, and then like I just like highlight or mark through if I've made like a video on that channel or not. But then at the bottom of it, it has like other things that I do too, you know, throughout the day, like go to Costco or get your hair cut and whatever, right? So I was listening to Jaclyn Hill, and she was talking about that Tuesdays and Thursdays are her creator days. And those are the days that she's supposed to like film or be creative or something like that. And she was like, if you're a creative person like me, first of all, I think everybody's creative. I think, you know, the motivational writer Sark wrote a book called How to Make Your Creative Dreams Come True. I've only ever gotten halfway through this book. But it's a fantastic book, and I love Sark. She writes a lot of great motivational books. But in it, she said that, like, in therapy, with the people that she worked with, It was something like 15% of the people that she saw and worked with on their creative dreams knew what their creative dream was that they wanted to accomplish, like being a writer or being an artist or being an actress or actor, you know, or whatever. They knew what their creative dream was. They just didn't know how to implement it. The other 85% knew they wanted to have a creative dream. They just didn't know how to get one. You know, so I think that everybody is creative to some degree. I think it's just finding out what that is for you. You know, whether that's crocheting or writing a book or whatever, you know, scrapbooking or cooking, you know. And I think especially in today's times, like there's so many things that we consider as being more creative than in the past, you know. But I think everybody has a form of creativity to them. Even if that's just your Instagram or something, you know. Or taking pictures and putting them on your Facebook, you know, for everybody to see, and whatever it is, you know. But anyway, she was saying in there that, like, if you're a creative person like me, she said, then you know that, like, what she was saying, what was hard for her on, like, Tuesdays and Thursdays is, like, you know, she's expected to be, I don't know who's giving her this list or running her life like this, but when she just had, on the heels of her just talking about how she was the CEO of all of these major businesses, like Jacqueline Cosmetics and whatever, she's like, I'm a CEO of this, and I'm a CEO of that, and I'm a CEO of this. And she's like, but then they tell me that I'm supposed to be creative on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'm like, who are we talking about? I'm confused. But anyway, she's like, or maybe she doesn't say that, I don't know, but she implies it. And she's like, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my creative days, and I'm supposed to. That's what she says. So I'm like, well, who's telling you that you're supposed to? But anyway, she's like, if you're creative, does she say just a creative? Because maybe that's the one I was like, it sounds a little phony. But anyway, I think she says creative person. But have you ever heard somebody say just like, I'm a creative? What does that mean? I don't know. Is that a box you check somewhere? You know what I mean? I don't know what that means. Anyway, so she said, you know, like if you're a creative person or creative, that it's really hard just to like be like, okay, it's Tuesday, I'm gonna be creative. Like, you know, the creativity comes to you at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I do believe that to be true. It's like, some of my best ideas come to me at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning, you know? That's why, like, I email myself all this stuff so I don't forget it. And what's so funny is, like, sometimes, now I've learned how to email myself and write myself, because sometimes, like, the next day I'll, like, be like, I don't know what this means. Like, I don't know, what video was I gonna make? It was such a great idea at 3 o'clock in the morning, and now I have no idea what it's supposed to mean, you know? Oh, man. Akon and Whitney. I think we should be having more fun in life. We should be doing more of what makes us happy. I mean, not just in your job. Obviously, to most people, it's like, I have a job to pay the bills. I don't get to necessarily do something that I love, and I don't take it for granted for a second, because I do know what a special thing that is. And I do know that there's a lot of people out there that do get to do what they love, but there's a lot of people that have to work in jobs they don't necessarily love. And I think it's about being grateful for that and not taking it for granted. And then also, in other areas of your life, if you do have to, like, work a job that you don't necessarily love, it's also maybe about finding, in your free time, whatever that you have, finding other things that you love to do. There's, like, a gravel pit or something over here, like, some kind of, I don't know what it is, but it smells like pure, like, oil over there. I don't know what it is. I drive by it all the time when I vlog here. I actually wasn't going to vlog for as long tonight because I'm like tired. It's almost 45 minutes that I vlogged so much. And I wanted to listen to a little bit of my audiobook tonight. But I'm glad I came this way because I wanted to review Arby's tomorrow. And I just saw the Arby's sign and I was like, okay, that'll remind me tomorrow. Plus, there's an Arby by Tanya, so I can pick her up to do the video, and then after I drop her off, I can do the review video. Oh, man. Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? I don't want to go that way because I won't be able to get back out. Or will I? Yes, I will. I'll go this way. My eyes just got so tired. So funny, like, driving by all these things at night, I can, like, see so much. But, like, what is so sad to me is that this entire strip mall right here, empty. Every single store except for one is empty. This battery actually wasn't even fully charged. I'm kind of surprised it's made it this far. I told Tanya tonight, or I said to Tanya tonight on the way home, I said, did I tell you that in November I'm reading all Cozy Mysteries? She said, you told me. I said I did. She said, yep. I said, oh, okay. I said, I'm real excited about it. She goes, I know you are. Oh, man. I hope I find, like, some new series that I just, like, cannot stop reading because they are so good, like the Misfortune series. If I could find another series that I love as much as the Misfortune series, oh my gosh. I don't even know what I'd say about all that. Oh, I was going to pull in and look at what that movie was called, wasn't I? I could see her on the front of it. Rosanna Arquette. Do you like her from Desperately Seeking Susan? Oh my God, I love that movie so much. That Arquette family is so interesting to me. There's David Arquette, Rosanna Arquette, who is Desperately Seeking Susan. She was in a couple movies. And then there's Patricia Arquette, who I just adore. Patricia Arquette looks very similar to what my mom looked like. People are always like, when they see pictures of my mom, or when people ask me, they're like, what does your mom look like? She looked a lot like Patricia Arquette. When she had the blonde hair and won the Oscar for the movie About a Boy, like that's, my mom's hair was like that blonde always, and she wore big glasses and stuff like that when she wasn't wearing her contacts. And then David Arquette, did I say that already? And then Alexis Arquette, who passed away. They're kind of vaudevillian, aren't they, as a family, I guess? There's just, like, so many of them that are actors, you know? It's always interesting to me when, like, you have a family that has several actors that come from it. It's like, back in the day, I used to love to read articles about, like, the Phoenix family, like, well, now, Joaquin Phoenix is super famous, but River Phoenix, like, I mean, he was, like, when I was in junior high and high school, oh my God, I had such a crush on River Phoenix, and I had his hair and everything, the hair, you know, we had the same hairdo, and, I had the same hairdo at several different times. He was in another movie called The Life and Times of something, Johnny something, and I had his pompadour kind of hairdo, like, in that movie as well. Mosquito Coast, all those movies. So tragic what happened to him. I think Joaquin Phoenix was, yeah, his brother was the one that found him, that passed away in front of the Viper Lounge in Los Angeles. I walked by that bar when I was out there. Wendy's is packed tonight. That's interesting. Pizza Hut. I could go for a pizza. That sounds good. But the Joaquin family, there was like 4 of them, and they all were actors, actresses. Do you remember? I wonder what happened to Martha Plimpton. Where's she? She dated River Phoenix. Do you remember that? So there was like Summer, Rain, Joaquin, River. I feel like there's another. Maybe it's Joaquin when he was really young. I'm gonna find out what this movie is called. Okay. Do you guys want to wait with me while I look it up, or do you not care? Because I was going to just turn the vlog off and end it for the night, but I will look this up first and then I will end the vlog. Hi. Okay. These are not my favorite pair of caddis, but they're the most comfortable. Do you see on the ends of there? Do you see that it says like they have little words? These say goofy and regular. My battery died just as I was showing my glasses. So anyway, these are, I was showing like the words on the caddis glasses, and they say goofy and regular on them. So anyway, they're from Caddis. Okay, let me find out what this movie is, because the battery that I have in there, okay, this is, I knew this was not a good battery, so I don't know how long I have on this battery. Okay, it's not charged. It's already at the halfway mark, so it may be a dead battery and it's just showing up that way, like when I first put it in there, and then it'll start flashing. Hold on a second. Okay, Rosanna Arquette. Is it flashing yet? Movies. Oh, The Big Blue. I forgot all about that movie. Why do I love that movie? I can't remember. After Hours. Oh my God, I forgot about that movie. I'm gonna have to buy some different movies. Oh, it is flashing. Dang it. Okay, the movie is called... Oh, it's not showing up here yet. Black Rainbow. I found it. Black Rainbow. 3 of her movies that I love. Okay, well, before this dies, oh shoot, okay, I knew this battery was dead. Anyway, I had one good battery, another one, well, the other battery wasn't even fully charged when I left either, so, because I took them with me when I came to my meeting. All right, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. You've made it halfway through the week. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will put another Halloween emoji in the comment section below so that I know that you made it to this point. And I love you guys. I love you ghosts. Boo! I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya! Oh, and for anybody out there that wants to hear it, anybody that needs to hear it, and for those that stuck around to the very bitter end, one more I love you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!